Well, hello and welcome to our Q&A. It's such a beautiful day. We just got back from camping for 3 days, and it was really fun. So you'll get to watch those videos in a couple, I don't know, about 10 days, something like that. Okay, let's go ahead and start with Sandy Leonard.
Okay, Joe, you told us you and your parents were all born in Canada. When did you become a U.S. citizen? Also, kudos to you both for getting out there and running.
Thank you.
Okay, my grandparents went farming up into Alberta from Salt Lake, and on my father's side, they're Ukrainians and they came from Europe. My mother, though she was born in Canada, both of her parents were Americans because they came from Salt Lake. So my mother was an automatic citizen, and the laws at the time allowed me to get my citizenship through my mother without any. I was not naturalized. I use that expression, but I was not naturalized. So I was actually born a citizen,
of the United States.
Of the United States, even though I was born in Canada.
Interesting.
Because they had it so you could claim it through one of your parents. Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thanks for the kudos for running.
Yeah, it was way fun. And Valerie, she wonders, Valerie Keeby, Papa O looked so tired when we were running, and Mama O, why do you run barefoot? Isn't that hard on your feet? And she says, God bless.
Okay, I'll explain my part.
Okay.
That was probably the worst 5K or any race I've done in my whole life. I was just exhausted, and it had to do, I think it had to do with, I broke out in shingles a couple of years before, but 2 years ago I felt good in it, but I was not doing very good that day. But
it was hot and you'd had a hurt neck. I think that drained your energy too.
A lot of things. It could be just turning 80 years old. Not a little bit that, but not totally that.
Yeah,
as bad as I looked, I felt worse than that.
I felt worse than I looked. Okay, and I run barefoot because 10 years ago, I guess, I hurt my hip playing basketball, and so I quit running. And for about 3 years, and Davey told me about barefoot running, and I thought, oh, why would I do that? He says, because your bare feet is how we're supposed to run.
See, there's around 80 different bones in the foot, and when you run barefoot, all those bones are in use to help you walk straight and sit straight.
Because if you notice your shoes, sometimes the heel will wear that way or wear this way, but your feet don't wear off. They stay.
But you know why it wears that way is because your spine is not straight up. Maybe you're a sloucher. We all become slouchers a little bit.
Oh yeah, sit up straight.
So we sit up straight.
Sit up straight, no slouching.
And a chiropractor will sometimes force those bones to start trying to be straight upright.
Yeah, the best thing you can do is take your shoes off and just walk around barefoot. And it was kind of, I read the book Barefoot Runner. Born to Run, I think both of those books. And I thought it was crazy too, but then I thought, well, let's go for it. And then I was able to get back into running again and get the slow process of getting my hip healed. And it acts up now and then, but that's why I run barefoot.
But a lot of runners, when they get older, they get more injuries just because of how they start slouching or their posture gets bad. But in general, as you get older, if you go walks and your knees hurt, your ankle hurts, or your hip hurts, the barefoot will correct that with
it's interesting. Runners, eventually, their knees start hurting and they have to quit running, or their hips will hurt. In running, in shoes. And if you go, walkers do not have that problem because runners heel strike, and if you heel strike, that puts your spine out, and cause all kinds of problems. It hits on your knees, and but barefoot running, you run on the ball,
or walking,
you walk on the ball of you run on the ball of your feet, and that's how you're supposed to do it correctly.
It's actually a correct strike is also on the right side with ending up on your toes.
Yeah,
so.
And so that's why barefoot running is correct, and so that's why that happened. Okay, Rose Bacon.
Why did your dad want to? What did your dad want to do with all those cars?
So I showed some pictures.
Why did he want to collect so many? Oh, those are beautiful questions.
Good question. How long did it take him?
And the county and the city down there wanted to know why too.
And how long did it take him to collect them all? Just wondering. Good question. When my dad was about 7 years old, they lost their house and had to move into a chicken coop across the street. And I think that affected him. And so years down the road, he had his 20-acre farm, and he just started collecting things because he felt safe. After us kids all left, to go get married and start our own families and stuff, he started collecting those cars, and it took about 20, 30, 40 years.
Usually some of them had to be towed, some of them barely ran, and some of them he thought just need a new this or a new that. And so what all the kids did, like Roseanne and the siblings, they got to go with them to pick up a certain car. We
hated doing that, bringing the cars home. But that's the only thing we can figure out why he did it, because he felt safe and he felt secure with those cars. And he collected other things, tires and outhouses, and he just refrigerators. It just made him feel safe, because he would say, because we would complain and we'd say, "What? Stop collecting all this stuff. Why are you doing it?" And he'd say, "Boy, when you need something and you're going to come to me and you're going to want it, and I'll have it for you."
And people did come to him and say, "I noticed you had this kind of car there. I actually need a starter or generator."
He had some good antique cars, but the county did not like it. They said, "You have to get rid of those cars," and there were really rich people moving in, and they said, "You're bringing the value of our house down."
And his case went to the Utah Supreme Court several times.
Yeah, he said, "I'm not going to pay it." He even got put in jail because he wouldn't clear off the land, and I think for 6 months.
I think it was because he had guns in the house.
Well, they were worried that he would fight to the death to not take his cars, and it was quite a process. But we didn't start clearing off the land until my mom and dad got put into a rest home, and it took 3 years for 2 of my brothers every day full time to clear that land off. But that's the only thing we can figure out why. Oh my goodness, you're so talented. Who taught you how to sew? Oh, thank you, Helen. Are you self-taught? I kind of started sewing Barbie doll clothes when I was little with this needle and thread, and then I learned a little bit in 4-H and learned a little bit in home economics
with the sewing
in school
machine,
with the sewing machine. Yeah. And Mom would show me, and a lot was trial and error, and I unpicked a lot. I would mess up a lot.
I will say that our very first Christmas in 1974, is that right? 74, we didn't have money for Christmas presents, so Roseanne made me a shirt from a pattern.
I didn't have a pattern.
Oh, you didn't have a pattern?
I didn't even have a pattern. Well, I just made it from another shirt.
Even more kudos to you there.
Okay, he's going to find the shirt. We'll be right back. He's been saving this shirt, saving it. He doesn't want to wear it to wear it out. But he's been saving it for all these years. You got it? Okay, we're going to show him the shirt. No, just show it.
No, I'll just put it on.
Oh, he's going to put it on. Okay.
Well, I'm just going to
I didn't even have a sewing machine. I sewed it with a needle and thread.
Well, I tell him he's putting it over another shirt.
He's putting it over another shirt.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. You want to model it for me? Stand up and I'll hold the camera. Okay.
Say he didn't have time to.
Okay, I didn't have it doesn't quite fit like it did 45 years ago.
I weigh about the same.
I don't think so. Okay, turn around. I had some old jeans and stand up so I can see this, and I cut this out of jeans, and a neighbor lady gave me some material, and it looks like this sleeve's a little crooked, and sewed some buttons on it.
But this looks cool.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Yeah.
But that's the shirt I made with the needle and thread, and it's got, see, suck in and see if you can get that.
Well, I weigh less than I did when we
This collar looks a little crooked, but oh well. I didn't have a pattern, but that was the Christmas present I gave Papa.
No, I am not going to throw this away or do anything with it.
Yeah, he's saving it. Okay, back to the Q&A. Papa wants to show. Well, see, I didn't have my nice serger that I have now, and I didn't know how to turn it inside out, but oh well. See, these are the sleeves.
What's going on right here?
I don't know. Who knows? I had to sew with a needle and thread.
Okay, well, there's one more check. Oh,
here's the side seams.
That's a dang good color, though.
Yeah, you like the
one's
color.
kind of straight.
Yeah, one's, oh well, a lot of trial and error.
I just want to see if they're evenly apart.
They're not. I doubt they are. The buttonholes?
Yeah.
They're not.
It's kind of missing or something.
Or something,
look at this.
Who knows?
From here down to here.
Oh, button missing. Okay. Oh. All right, we are back. He puts that shirt on about every 10 years. It seems like. But that was our first Christmas, so it reminds me. Okay, Grateful MC. She says she's with me about the beauty shop. Way too many mirrors. Love seeing all the old vehicles on your parents' property. But wow, what a job it must have been to clean it up. To sell. Bittersweet. About 6 years ago, she grew up in a house where her parents passed away. Let's see, where's the question? Okay, are you guys going to Portland in September? And peace and love from Oregon. Yes, we are. We're going to go up there in September and to Hudson's baptism. And so that'll be fun to do that. Okay, Vacuum Master, can you do a house tour? And yes, I have done a house tour. I was going to do a new one, because the old one I sped it up because I thought it would be too long, that people wouldn't want to watch it. But yeah, I could do a house tour. It seemed like somebody asked that once before, and I told them I was going to do it, and I don't think I've done it yet. I'll have to do it. I'll post the old one up here.
But if you do my room, I got to clean it up first.
Oh yeah, I'll give you a heads up on that. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and close with a couple of quotes.
Can take a look. Jen, they're all Lexus here.
Well, just flip through the pages. And we had really a lot of fun down at Huntington Lake, and instead of doing Cherry Hills, we decided to go down there because it's less stressful, less money. We can just all be together at the lake and not have the kids go all different directions, riding the rides and stuff.
I got
you got it? Okay.
This is by Vincent van Gogh. Didn't he do Starry, Starry Night or something?
I think so.
Here's his quote. If you hear a voice within you say you cannot paint, then by all means paint, and that voice will be silenced.
Interesting.
Vincent van Gogh. Wow.
But who knows how good that picture will be. Okay.
Mean that he paints?
Yeah, say, well, paint it, but we'll see if anybody is interested in it.
See if anyone wants to buy it.
Okay, few things can help an individual more than to place responsibility on him and let him know that you trust him. Okay. I guess he's talking about God.
Okay, so where are you?
Okay, right here. Few things can help an individual more than to place responsibility on him.
Okay.
I think he's talking about God.
No, and let him know that you trust him.
Yeah.
The person that you've given responsibility to.
Oh, okay. So remember to keep the questions coming. Remember to look for the rows. And thank you, and good night, and see you all tomorrow.
Oh, that person that said, I look really tired on that 5K.
He's been thinking about it.
I thought I looked pretty tired too, and I felt about triple what you saw.
That was double. It's triple now. He's.
But I just ran out of energy.
Yeah, it's tough, especially.
Is it normal to run out of energy if you're turning 80?
I think so. Good night.
Good night.